Okay, welcome to mathematics class. Yes, today's lesson we are going to look at the question that is coming from paper 2, 2023, school certificate, that is internal. Okay, this question was question number 3B. Let me go through the question and see how we are going to handle this particular question. The nth term of a geometric progression is given by 180 open 1 over 2 close bracket power n. Find the first three terms, 2 common ratio, 3 sum to infinity of progression. Okay, remember, I always emphasize that whenever you are given a question in an examination, first of all, you have to understand where that question is coming from, the topic where that question has driven from. Okay, those are some of the things you should put into consideration, because once you know the topic, then you are going to have an idea on how you can actually answer that particular question. So now, if we are to weigh this question comes from the sequences, okay, AP and GP. Now this is GP to be in particular. Okay, now let us see how we can answer this examination question. Let me use this other part of the board. Solution. So we are given this 180. Then they are telling us to find first three terms. Okay, first three terms. So first one, we are going to say the nth term. First, we are going to write what is there. 180. Then 1 over 2 n. Okay, so now since they are telling us to find the first term, the first three terms will start with the first term. How are we going to find the first term? We are going to put where there is here, we are n, we put 1. Okay, 180, 1 over 2, then 1. On top there, we have to put 1. Okay, so 180, first of all, yes, 1 over 2 power 1, that is 1 over 2. So 1 over 2 times 180. The answer that we are going to have here, because let me expand this one like this, 180. Here there is times 1 over 2. So we are going to do like this. 180 times 1, we are going to have 180 over 1 times 2, it's 2. So the answer here will be 90. Okay, so we have the first term, which is 90. Then we go to the second term, because the question says the first three terms. So again, second term, you say 180. Second, you put 2 where there is n. Okay, 2, you put 2. You put 2 here. Okay, then 180 times 2 half squared is 1 over 4, because 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4. Okay, so when we multiply this, what are you going to have? 45. Okay, that will be our second what? Term. This is our first term. Then we go to the third term. So third term again, we just write n, the nth term first, the one that we are given, 1 over 2, then n. So nth, we are going to put 3 there. Then 180 times 1 over 2 power 3. Okay, 180 times, this cube is 1 over 8. So when you simplify this, we are going to have 22.5. That will be our third term. So it means we have answered question number 1. So the first three terms are, this is 1, are 90, 45, 22.5. Okay, that is our first three first terms. Then we go to the next one, common ratio. So common ratio in geometric progression. First of all, let me put common ratio. is equals to the first term, I mean second term, divided by the first term. That is how we find the common ratio. So the terms now we have found, so it is very easy for us to find the common ratio. So we are going to get the second term, which is 45. Okay, second term is 45 over the first term is what? 90. Okay, so here we can say 45 because 45 can go into 90. 45 into 45 it's 1 over 45 into 92. So our common ratio is 1 over 2. Okay, then from there now we go to the last part of our question. Which part? I think we can answer from here. 1, 2, 3. So for this one, sum to infinity, there is formulas that you are supposed to use for you to find the sum to infinity. And that formula you are like this time around, the way they set examination questions, formulas are there. They put formulas on the cover page. So you are going to find that particular formula. But you as a learner, you should not depend on that. You have to master them in your brain, okay? So that you do them fast. You know, mathematics is actually about time. You have to beat time, okay? So you are going to write the formula for sum to infinity. So sum to infinity, there is this symbol that we use over a first term over. So we'll look at the common ratio that we have. Common ratio is actually greater than, this is greater than, less than 1. So we are going to say 1 minus r. So it depends on the common ratio. So when the common ratio is greater than 1, then you are going to say r minus. But when common ratio is less than 1, you are going to start with the 1. That concept, you have to know it by your heart. Okay, so now sum to infinity is equals to, the first term that we have here is 90, okay, over, then 1 minus 1 over 2, because the common ratio that we have is 1 over 2. Now looking at the space, we will come to this side. Okay, let me just do like that. Then from there, we are going to simplify what is down there, okay? 90 divide this one, we are going to say 1, then minus 1. Then we have a 2 there. So 90 over, the common there is 2. We underline there 2 minus 1 times there 1. So we are going to have 90 over 1 over 2. When you say 2 minus 1, it's 1. So over 2. Then when you simplify this one further, we are going to have 90 there, divide 1 over 2. So 90, okay, over 1 times 2 over, 1. 90 times 2, it's 180, okay, over 1. So 1 into 180, the answer is 180. This is the sum to infinity, okay, the sum to infinity. So the sum to infinity is 180. Okay, so thank you so very much for actually following the steps. So the first thing, as I said, you have to identify the topic of that particular question. Then from there, you are going to be able to give the correct answer. Thank you so very much for your attention. See you in the next class.